So they had a very special episode of The Flash called Death Falls. And I guess sort of did. They defeated Deathstorm. Yeah. So the whole episode, they just went through all the ghosts of their past, taunting them and telling them what losers they were. But they had to actually believe in themselves and in love to overcome it. Which, I don't know, I guess they did. Barry kind of didn't. Boy, he was on the floor about to die until their big plan, which was to, I don't know, put Killer Frost in this chamber that was gonna give her new powers. Something. Turns out she was never really alive because was just a figment of Caitlin's imagination given form. Something. And so her boyfriend figures it out that she had to feel something in order for the process to work. So it does, and she becomes Hell Frost. Which changes her outfit a little, not by much. Gives her some black gloves, and most of her hair turns dark. And she can fly and stuff, and has like, I don't know, cold flame coming out of her eyes or something. So anyway, she's able to fight with Deathstorm, so they duke it out for a bit. And then she wins, but she's sick afterwards. And so she collapses and dies. They try to save her. They get the defibrillator on her and what have you, and it doesn't work. So she's dead. So they all cry at the end. And there you go. That's it. See, that's why it was a very special episode of The Flash. Because no more Frost, until they do something and she comes back. I mean, they only have this one season, supposedly. I mean, until Zaslav finds out. He said, what? No, take that out of there. So that's all it is. They had, Iris's old boyfriend show up from the dead. But, of course, he was just another phantom, so it doesn't matter. And that was it. That's all they did for a whole episode. But that's all they've been doing for a whole couple of, well, I don't know, 4 seasons now, I guess. Whew. So I'm trying to stretch this out to at least 5 minutes, and I can't get there. Barry does put on the Flash suit for a few seconds here. So that, so it's actually the Flash is in there. It's called the Flash, but he's hardly ever in it. And apparently he's only really going to be a guest star character in the next season. Is it still the Flash, Well, that's all there is to that. I don't know. I guess they'll finally deal with Iris's time disease whenever, And, now that Frost has died, can Iris be far behind and all that sort of thing? It doesn't really matter. They did point out that poor stupid Eddie Thawne died for nothing, because the idea at that time was that he caused Eobard Thawne to never exist. And so that changed everything. I think it would change absolutely everything. I didn't think about it, But then he came back anyway, so it was all for nothing. So that was actually a good point. I don't think they meant it to be a good point, but it was a good point. That was pretty stupid, but what are you going to do? And they did it. So I think that's about it. They did mention the chamber that Chester was making for Frost to get her new powers in, that he had to spend time in it because of that black hole stuff that he was dealing with. And then nothing. Now, you would have thought that they would have revisited that. I mean, how do you go from being a human black hole to just being some guy who likes video games and whatnot? And in case you were dying to know, I think he and Allegra finally realized what they mean to each other. I don't know. I guess they did. I don't know. I can't even remember. So, That's it. Okay, that's been 5 minutes. Good enough. So yeah, I watched it so you don't have to. And you're welcome.